Good morning. Barrier, 14 kilometers. So we're on Highway 5 northbound, headed to Barrier. Slept at the rest area here last night. Looks like another cloudy, overcast day. We could have made it to Barrier last night, but there's a truck stop down there, but it's a small little truck stop, and I don't know if they keep the place open all night. If they'd be open this early in the morning, would they have been open late last night for restroom access? I'm like, I don't know, so I'm not going to take the risk. So it's 41 kilometers till Little Fort, and then we'll climb up a steep climb that we've never climbed before, so it should be entertaining. Kind of put that road in the lane, didn't they? Or that road sign in the lane. Trying to get up to your speed limit. Oh, 50 ahead. Excuse me. I think my cough is getting better after making that mistake of taking my socks off. Like we got a traffic controller here, but they're not holding up any kind of sign.
Really starting to snap.
Yeah, they're just putting out signings, so. The forest is slowly regaining a foothold here where the forest fire was several years ago. Some forests come back quicker than others, and this one's taking a long time to come back. There's a lot of brush and grass and stuff, but there's not a lot of trees that are coming back. Yeah, it was 3 or 4 years ago, yeah. Accident scene. In a construction zone? See black lines here. Oh, they're flashing lights. Yeah, blind corner here, so let's come into the corner slow just in case it's around the corner. just ran right off the road. He took a corner and kept taking the corner. That's a bad day. I don't know when that would have happened. Yeah, you see the lines on the road that they're hard corner into the, or the lines in the ditch, just like the corner. He never stopped taking the corner. He just kept cornering.
Saying that, is that why Luke never talked about it yesterday? I think why Luke would have mentioned that.
Yeah, it didn't happen yesterday. We were on the radio. People would have talked about it on the radio, yeah. Yeah, it definitely happened during the night while we were sleeping. These signs all say 50, I'll resume to 80. Speed limit's 100 here, so. Yeah, it's 50. Okay, so let's go up to 80. So that's the construction zone. Speed most of the way is 80. Done at a construction zone. Yeah, it's still 80. Should be 100 here soon. Probably at the top of the hill. Says resume speed, so I'm not a fan of resume speed signs. The speed limit changed so many times. How do I remember what the speed limit was? Quite often I come out of the resume speed and I'm driving too slow. going, yep, going 90 down the road, la-di-la-di. Oh wait, somewhere in that construction zone the speed limit changed to 100, and I'm doing 90. All the locals know this is 100, but I'm doing 90 because I thought the speed limit was 90. At least it was that way and not the other way around where I'm doing 100 and the actual speed limit's 90, right? So welcome to Barrier. Pick up lumber here every now and then. It's been a while, but I think they had a big shutdown too, or closure. Right here's the truck stop that looks like they're open now, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. We'll have to stop there during the day sometime and read their hours on the door, and that way we know. Small little town, but big enough to have fast food joints. W is still closed, so you can't get breakfast yet. So it does look like that lumber mill is open to the left of us here. Looks like there is activity there, so. Yep, machines are running. They've got quite a bit of lumber stored in the backyard. Not a lot, but there's enough to be busy. Yeah, they do a lot of cedar, yeah. Most of the stuff we've pulled out of there has been cedar. Picked up lumber down here too. There's another little lumber mill on this end. Alright, just turned onto Highway 24, community of Little Fort. a ditch. Looks like there's little spots of blue in the clouds now.
You're saying we're supposed to have sun today.
Just says forecast is for sun today, so
Know where you live.
yeah, it does. It all depends on where you live.
The lake up here that was all in it.
Yeah, there was a huge lake up here, yeah. Right at the top. At least a very long lake.
It's frozen when we saw it.
Yeah, it was definitely a lake frozen along. Last time we came out, everything was frozen, yeah. So if you see a sign with a broken black border around it, a big white sign with a broken black border like this, any sign with that kind of border is a mandatory legal sign for truckers. If you're in a car, you can ignore that sign. If it is a white sign with a broken border, it is meant for truckers. We start to climb. That's a serious climb. Percent grade it was. If I remember, it was like a 9% grade.
I don't really remember.
Could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. nice, soft, and they're nice corners. They're not tight hairpins. So we have switchbacks on here, but they're not hairpin corners. Runaway lane here still, so maybe a ways still to go. Everything in the back is crackling and popping. As the air pressure gets lower, the air pressure inside of bags and bottles gets greater, so they're all expanding and getting really bloated. I remember the one hill we climbed with our personal vehicle. We had a permanent stain on the back seat because our bags of chips blew up and that oil seeped into the seat. Oil from all those chips seeped in there, so all the bags of chips all blew up, just pop, and the ice in the cooler, the little air bubbles in the ice kept blowing up. By the time we were at the top, we didn't have ice cubes in the cooler anymore. It was just like slushy ice because every air bubble in the ice had blown up, just shredding the ice. It's like, this is interesting. Quite remember where that was.
I know it's like California, Nevada, somewhere down there.
Yeah, I think it was through the Rockies, from California to somewhere.
And then,
I don't know if you were headed to Nevada, maybe. Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Did we go into Death Valley after that? We took a little side road. And we're like, hey, that looks like a scenic route. And it was very high elevation. I honestly can't remember exactly where. It was many years ago. But that was a good experience. And there was still snow up there in the middle of summer, yeah. I think we're at the top. There's a rest area up here. Good to know. He's bobtailing up. The sign says 9%. no, I misread that. That sign says 8%. Yeah, it's 8%. 8% downgrade. Popping back there. Anything sealed will keep popping until it blows up. Go. It seems the thing that makes the most vibration in this truck is my cup holder. Every time I got a bottle of water in there, I hear the vibrations. Someone's garbage. See quite a few of these spots on the road, just like this one ahead of us here. This is our third one on this climb, and every one of those is where a car burnt down. The other two look like they were bigger ones. One of them looked like RV or semi-truck size. The other one looked like a RV with a trailer size, or a small bus with a trailer size, or a truck with a small trailer. Would have been, the way the angle was, hard to tell, but it's obvious that vehicles burned down climbing this hill. So if you're climbing a steep hill and you're driving an old vehicle, take her easy. Take her easy. You see those burn marks on almost every big climb that we do. Kootenai Pass, on the Paulson, Korkahala, you see those burn marks. Connector.
Definitely the connector.
Yeah.
There's a lot of city people that come on the channel.
If you've got a smaller underpowered vehicle, older vehicle, take her easy to doing the climbs. Descending the steep grades, you see quite a few burn marks going down as well. That's usually due to warm brakes, overheating brakes. So up, your engine gets too hot and ignites something on fire, or going down, your brakes get too hot and ignite something on fire. So take her easy on the big climbs and descents. This road up here is pretty much out in the middle of nowhere. You see a lot of trees up here. There's a town up here, yeah. But it feels like out in the boonies. Yeah, this would be a really beautiful drive and fall because the lack of evergreens. You got trees that will actually change colors on this road. Yep. Most of BC doesn't have beautiful fall colors, at least southern along Highway 3. Everything is evergreens, and you don't get the beautiful changing colors. This road would definitely have beautiful fall colors. Now that we learned about this shortcut, we'll be taking it more often. There we go. McDonald Summit, elevation 1311, 1,311 meters above sea level. Feels so nice and quiet after that steep climb. looks like there's more and more blue sky and more thinner clouds. Clouds are getting a little more transparent. Like almost feeling like the sunshine almost here. I like these narrower roads, they're kind of fun. The job I always wanted was driving all across Canada and USA. And honestly, I don't know if I would want that anymore. Because those jobs you run on interstate highways all day, every day. While we run down small little roads and actually see stuff. Yeah, it's kind of beautiful, all the flooding. It's all pastures for livestock, so I guess the flooding isn't really hurting anybody here. Seen a lot of Cobra chicken families in there, so, or Canadians, or just Canadian geese. What's that?
I prefer Cobra chicken. It describes their personality.
You prefer Cobra chicken. It does describe their personality very well. Geese are definitely an aggressive bunch. And they can break your arm, so those wings are incredibly powerful. Bald eagle sitting on top of that tree. Cool. Cool. Probably won't show up on video, but that was cool. Saw a moose today, yeah. We are, I haven't said where we are. We're on Highway 97. Between 100 Mile House and Williams Lake. And it's a bumpy road. not really a bumpy road, just the sealant lines where the road is cracked makes everything in the truck vibrate and shake.
Bumpy, let me go back to Alberta.
Yeah, it's a different kind of bumpy. These are all the small little teeny bumps where everything's clickety-clacketing. Just like Manitoba, it's even worse. Everything is just click, 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 click along the road because there's so many cracks with the hard winters. But Alberta has these like huge frost heaves where you like almost catch air in the truck. Yeah, look how wide that river is spread out over the swampy pasture area. Remember that polo? I blew a tire here once. Well, Ryler chip truck in front of us passed us earlier, which means he's following a slow vehicle because there's no way he would pass me and then slow down. That's not sarcastic, that's actually, he wouldn't do that. I know the Ryler trucks, they're pretty fast. They definitely don't have a speed limiter in their trucks. I'm not saying that they speed all the time. They don't really speed a lot, but they speed a little bit everywhere. They're always faster than me. They probably do between 5 and 10 over the speed limit, which is mostly what every car does. Between 5 and 10 over well, most cars do between 10 and 20 over. So. Found that out when riding motorcycle. It's like, okay, our cruise control is pick a car that seems to be going a reasonable speed, a medium range car, a car that's not the slowest on the road, a car that's not the fastest on the road. Okay, let's follow that car. Cars are still zipping past us, passing us. We look down at the speedometer, we're doing 20 over, and cars are flying past us. We're just going along with the speed of the rest of the cars. I'm like, this is ridiculous. We're doing 20 over and that's what everybody's doing? That's what the majority of the traffic's doing? It's like, come on. But honestly, it's the safest thing to do. Follow the speed of the majority of traffic when you're on a motorcycle. Usually what we do, whatever speed they're going, we'll pick a car that we're like, yep, that car is going the speed that majority is going, then we just follow that car. So if you ever see a motorcycle following behind you, you're their cruise control. Because most motorcycles don't have any kind of cruise control on them. Driving in our pickup, I usually go 5 over on the speedometer. Usually where I put the speed and leave it there at cruise control. In the pickup, I don't mind if there's a bunch of people passing me, but on a motorbike, I really want less interactions with traffic. This is good to see Super B's coming out loaded. Sometimes when you're coming up this way, all you see is Super B after Super B leaving empty. I'm like, that's not good news. Today, so far, they're all loaded, so. Highway 97 between 100 Mile House all the way to Prince George is not very mountainous. It's got rolling hills. It's beautiful in its own way, especially in fall. But if you're looking for big cathedral mountains, this is not the highway to go on. Another loaded truck, West Fraser trucks. Might be coming out of Quesnel loaded. This is West Fraser. In Quesnel. Another car burnt down there. Not a big climb here, but you see those black spots here and there along the highway. It's like, but much more on the climbs. I always call this the most boring section of highway, but I'm kind of enjoying it today. The beautiful green grass, it's still green, it's not brown yet, so later in the year I think it gets more boring. I suspect that pickup is faster in a passing lane than not in a passing lane. We'll see when we get out of the passing lane if all of a sudden we catch right up with the pickup. Right now we're just kind of maintaining the same distance. seems to be doing okay. Got cruise control on, and I'm kind of just maintaining the same distance. So as long as he keeps doing that, I'm happy. Into the trees. Welcome to Quesnel. They had a hammock out beside their greenhouse. Although, yesterday night we were running into mosquitoes for the first time this year. It's like, oh, we've passed that perfect temperature where the weather is beautiful and no mosquitoes, and now we're into mosquito season. So no more relaxing outside without some kind of mosquito spray or coils burning somewhere. But it was fun while it lasted. See if the scale's open. I'm going to go through the scale either way. If it's closed, I'm going to go weigh myself each axle individually just to get a better idea of the weights of this truck, although I have a pretty good guess now. It's just not perfected yet, so I haven't had enough loads to get to trust my gauges 100% yet, but I'm getting close. Especially since this is a bit of a lighter load, it'll be a good estimate for a US load. Should call my boss to see if he wants to go out for coffee. If we weren't in a rush, I might actually consider. I do want to get this unloaded today. I suspect that this logging truck's going to turn off at the bottom of the hill, or once we're through town. There's a huge lumber mill down there. There's a couple lumber mills here in Quesnel. Riding his brake quite a bit. I don't have to yet. I'll have to eventually, I think, but maybe not. A little less weight does make a big difference. Stay by the speed limit. Stay at 60. There, now we're down in the bowl of Quesnel. River sure Russian. That's fast moving water. No more islands in the, most of the islands are gone in the river. You see trees popping out where, or brush sticking out where there used to be islands. I don't think I could live down here in Quesnel because there are days
toward Highway 97 North.
At that, I guess it's a pulp mill that just, the whole town just reeks.
Keep right toward Highway 97 North. Street, turn right.
I'm in the middle of a lane change. Now look at the small little sticks on here. Definitely getting, most likely going to the pulp mill and becoming paper. are you, little snot? Instead of going behind me,
Turn right at the traffic light.
got a wedge in between us.
Continue on Caribou Highway.
Caribou Hotel. Those old hotels, looks like it's been renovated pretty good, but usually they have really good food in their pubs. Why are you stopped on the road? But he's watering the flowers. Yeah, they're probably just planting them and giving it good watering so that they survive the planting process. So they get their own roots going. Working on the railroad. Super nice that this petrol pass here now does have DEF. Makes it a little more convenient driving down this highway. Because it used to be between Kamloops and Prince George, there was no DEF. If you were coming from Cache Creek, I guess the last DEF from Hope to Prince George, no DEF.
Really sloppy. You don't know what come on.
Yeah, at least the fuel cards that we had. I don't have a Chevron or a Co-op or UFA card. Don't have any of those cards, so I don't know if they would have had DEF. I've got the Petro Pass card, ESSO card, and the Shell card. I thought he was going to turn off here. Did not turn off here. off here. Maybe a different entrance to might be
You can use that turn off the scale entrance there.
scale is closed. Okay, we're gonna pull in anyway and grab our weights and use the restroom and all that. That was Quesnel. Rolling back. 5,210. Like I said, we're gonna be light here. $13,300. We'll call it 60. $17,270. One more group of axles to go. $11,720. All right, I'll jump out and read all my gauges. Should give me a really good, at least a better reference for US loads than having the full loads I've been having. So
In 200 meters, turn right on Highway 97.
Temptations there for a beef burger.
run to A&W and get a beef burger. I don't know if our tummies can handle that. This is really a bad idea to corner yourself in this way if a truck pulled up beside either side of me. Mudslide area. Oh boy. Guy goes, hey, he's slowing down to 50 kilometers an hour. I'm gonna go for it. looks like the whole road was washed out here, or the whole thing kind of caved in by like a solid 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet. The whole road. Wow. They've had to fill it in with gravel. Crazy.
Left on Victoria Street.
So we're unloaded here, and I don't know where we're going. I don't know if dispatch expected me to deliver today or not.
Turn left at the traffic light.
So we'll drive through downtown Prince George because we can.
In 1.5 kilometers, keep right to 20th
The
Avenue.
look he was giving me is like, you can't make that corner. It's like, oh yes I can. So we're gonna go park in a spot that we can go to a grocery store. If I get a dispatch before that, and I can pull over somewhere, I'll figure it out. If it's not before that, then we'll do some grocery shopping. Hard maneuver. Hard maneuver? How is that a hard maneuver?
I know what's happening now.
It means the dash cam just recorded that last part of the video and the existing video and sent it to the boss man. Which is fine. I didn't make a hard maneuver.
Your sister works over here somewhere.
Yeah, my sister works in one of these buildings here. She doesn't know we're here. I'm not going to let her know we're here unless we're sticking around. If we're getting a load right away and bailing out, then there's no point of telling anyone that we're here. If we can get a load right away, maybe we'll take a 2-hour break and let her know that we're here. We'll see what happens. Right now, we don't know. So we'll drive a Super Bee through Prince George.
You know the basics of Prince George right now.
Yeah, we got the basics here. I've done this route a couple times. I know the first time I was a little nerve-wracking, but I know I can get through here.
Actually, I really like Prince George.
Yeah, it's a really nice city. some reason I don't get a dispatch for loading behind me somewhere. Because there's a chance of that, but unlikely.
In 400 meters, keep right to 20th Avenue.
Really watch the parked cars. Yeah, Prince George is a nice city.
Keep right to 20th Avenue.
It's a huge city that feels like a small town.
Lots of parks.
Lots of parks.
Well-designed road.
I've never had problem bringing Super B anywhere on these roads, just as well-designed roads.
Kilometers. Turn right on Recreation Avenue.
It's just nice and neat. Nice and neat. Easy to get through the town even with a Super B. How many cities can I drive through downtown that are cities that are this big? This is a huge city.
Nice layout, side roads and everything.
The Gateway. It's like the Northern Gateway. It's kind of like the capital of the North.
In 700 meters, turn right on Recreation Avenue.
This is okay. Must turn, yep.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go. Okay, I'll try calling dispatch again, and then
Turn right on
if I don't get an answer, we're going for a break. All right, bus. Four-way flashers on.
Arriving at 2788 Recreation Avenue on the left.
So here we can't park overnight. We can 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. we cannot park here.
I don't understand why.
Used to be truckers would sleep over here, and they've put up no parking signs everywhere. All right. We'll call it a day there. So thanks guys for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. See you guys tomorrow. See what happened. Maybe we'll spend the night here.